The watch is working, yeah, it's just kind of a piece of shit. I'm moving to Florida. That's not happening. Why not? Because I'd have to do stuff with Aiden and shit like that. Like that would be the only reason why I would do it, is if I did stuff with Aiden and shit. But I don't. You know, there's not a lot of people that live there. You know, I'm with Kick and shit. You know, so like, I wouldn't mind like doing like Kick stuff with them. Like boot some shit up, you know, motivate each other to like do stuff. I don't think Aiden uses me. I don't think you've ever done that. You haven't shown any signs of that. I don't think Aiden really is like that. When you become good enough at what you do to be able to rely on only yourself to do stuff, you don't have to purposefully do that. Like Aiden has solidified his brand to the point where it's not a pattern of behavior that he has to go down to. I don't hate Canada, I just can't live here. Bro, you keep talking about it. Bro, why do you keep talking about the watch? I don't like it because it's not. I only got it because I lost the other one, quote unquote lost, of course, and I just replaced it. It's the same one. It's very dowdy. It's very loud. It's not. It has no finesse. It's just what it is. It's a replacement. I'm wearing it because it's that. Because it's worth less and it's gonna just like that, you know? So I'm not scared of it. The rainbow is in the super safe. I don't wear the rainbow often because not at the desk. Because I can bang it and it has frosted gold on it and it's gonna break. Stay just. I don't think anything when I move. I leave everything behind. No, not PC, not anymore. I don't do that anymore. It's been years I haven't done that. No, I usually just take GPU because these days they're very expensive and hard to find and get. And I get my SSDs and my RAM sticks. CPU is usually better to leave it in the computer. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not that I'm completely lazy. Well, I am lazy, but because of compatibility problems and availability of motherboards, guys, I've moved from house to house for years. I know my shit. Okay? Because of some compatibility problems between certain CPUs and certain motherboards and some availabilities from Amazon to certain locations, you never know what can happen. There's a chance that the shipping, instead of being overnight, might be a one-day shipping. That might be the difference between being able to stream or not stream. So I don't really bring CPU anymore with me because there's too big of a chance that it doesn't combine. So what I do is that I bring GPU, SSD, and RAM, and I buy a combo that chips fast of a certain motherboard and a certain CPU. And I have it overnight. Boom. Done. And then it's impossible that I can't stream whenever I get there. You don't need a case. You don't need a case. I've done cases a lot of times before. It's a dream watch, brother. It's old school day just. Bro, I keep thinking it's a day date. I don't know why. No, I didn't have to check. I had to check because I think the dial is fake. Well, not fake, but like it's a swap. Sometimes I've seen they have the wrong one. Okay. Even if you do research in what motherboard your CPU will take, right? A lot of high-end motherboards that don't have compatibility problems, often it happens, they don't ship overnight because they don't have a high density of it. That's flat what it is. Okay, it happened to me twice before where the motherboard I wanted was like a high-end motherboard that fit with my CPU, and they shipped in like 3 or 4 days. That's not good enough. Or now, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I usually decide overnight. It's just what it is. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. It's part of the process. I don't sell LPCs. I give them to people. It's not that I can get like I have people that okay listen. I have friends that live in all the states. Okay. The place that I want to go to, I have either a rental that I want, or somebody I know that has a place to stream. So I don't really have to worry about it. You know, if I want to go to LA right now, I could go now and I'd be good to stream tomorrow. Same with Texas, same to whatever. So even though I want to have a rental and I'll have it like in let's say like 2 weeks, I can still stream. It's why like I don't need to know ahead of time, which is nice. Yeah, I always give my PCs, my TVs, and my furniture, but I don't have much furniture. I usually get cheap ass furniture whenever I move it into places. I just give them to people that want it. I will go to Brazil. I can't settle down. It's not really possible. No, it's not. Maybe I'll meet some girl I like, you know, that lives somewhere else. And maybe I won't want to have my life here or there. I'll never know. Maybe I'll meet somebody, or maybe I'll get new friends, or maybe I'll do something. Like I already tried to both buy a house and build a house. I have both, and none of those are like home or settling down. It's not like it's not like feasible. I don't look forward to doing that. Well, it's not because things can get taken away from you, you know? You have to really, really like want to settle down. But settling down isn't something that you have. It's not like settling down is like in here. Doesn't matter what I do with my actions. Doesn't matter like what I buy or not buy or whatever. That's not settling down if it's not in here. I always say this. You can have a lot of houses, and you have no home. But now I close my eyes and I see, and I'm like, okay, let's say I was feeling really bad and I want to be home, right? Like, what would make me feel comfortable if I'm at home? I close my eyes, I see nothing. I see like a portion of my dad's house and a small one, the room in my mom's house when I was younger. I'm not even yapping like negatively about it. I don't really see that like negatively. I'm not even mad about it. I'm not like complaining like some hoes or some shit. I'm not even saying like it's like a bad thing or whatever. It's just what it is. I'm not like lamenting. As the whole thing's the same, really? Become poor, you realize how quick your last house will feel like a home. It's not really about money itself, though. Is that you can't translate a state of life to another and try to make it make sense that way. It's stupid. Why do that exercise mentally? It doesn't make any sense. That's like saying, if I was rich, this. Okay? Oh, this doesn't make any sense because what if you were poor? Like, these are not like things you have to think about. Just deal with your reality and what you have and what you're doing, and do the best you can with what you have with the hand you were dealt. It's a shallow way of thinking. Well, I don't agree. Your reality is your reality. Sometimes it takes, if something changes, it'll take maybe a week, a month, 2 months, sometimes even a year, right? After that amount of time, that is what your reality is. If you by that point have not adapted, it's your problem, right? You're doing bad. You're not doing good. You understand it? But generally, that's what your reality is. There isn't really a point to like shift that and say, oh, if I was in this reality, things would be this way. Like, okay, what this exercise doesn't have a lot of value to like finding solutions. It's like saying, okay, I have $10 million right now. I'm gonna go fly business class. Okay, but if I was broke, I wouldn't be able to afford that. So like I would fly the economy. Okay, then I'll fly economy then. Fuck it. All right, I'm gonna go to the airport and fly economy. What is the point of doing this mental exercise? It's stupid. It's what the guy was saying in chat to do. The fuck? Bro, I'm telling you, settling down isn't happening. Settling down means like fucking, it means like getting everything done and getting all the stuff you have into one spot, buying or getting or renting a house, and then saying, whenever it's time, I'll be there and just do my thing and just what we're doing for the rest of the life. Like this is the goal, right? I don't know what the goals are. I don't know what direction I'm going. So to put like a house in the settling down isn't just a house. It's a whole lifeline. It's a series of things that makes you do something. It's everything you're doing is angled towards that. A house is just one of the processes of these things. A lot of people settle down with no house. You can do that. Right? So it's because a lot of people aren't like mega rich. They rent a house and think when we have more money, we will buy this house or get a mortgage on a nice house. So they're settling down, but they know they're gonna move, and even close, and they just get movers and they move. But they're still settling down. But I'm not there yet because I don't know what I want. Do you know what you want? There's no way that you know exactly what you want. I'm telling you now, if you know exactly what you wanted, there's a good chance you wouldn't be here right now. Talking in chat. A lot of times when you really want something, it's hard to breathe without it. I'm here because I have free time. Oh man, I got news for you, buddy. Hey, listen. Hey, I got news for you, buddy. This guy in chat has free time. Oh man. Hey, can I please have some of that? That's like a guy that gets like his first $1 million and says, guys, I'm gonna buy this car, guys, because I got disposable income. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you have disposable income. Thank you, man. Hey, spend that properly, man. Good luck. Like, jizz, dude. Because in that regard, everybody has spare time. Everybody has disposable income. If you really think about it, there's at least a cushion. Of course, if you're making less money, it's gonna be very little. Right? Very little. But I'm just saying, it's just a matter of like what you want for yourself. There are some people that are like 65 years old that are retired and have no spare time. Well, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give you the extreme example so you understand it. How do I sound dumb? You know what? Maybe I was too harsh. I take it back. You know what? I take it back. Maybe you know what you want, but maybe you don't know what you need. There you go. I have it differently now. Maybe you don't know what you need. That's different. Sometimes I want to need. Here's a good one. Is a different line. Sometimes I find myself wanting to need, which is, I think, a little bit of a it's kind of hard to explain, I guess. Do you understand what that means or not? It's like missing the it's like, no, it's like missing the part of you that just does things without question because you need it. You don't have time to pause and look around and think, is this something that I should be doing or not? Is this the correct choice, right? When you know for a fact you're doing something that you absolutely need, like a purpose, yeah. It says that you're projecting it. That's exactly what this is all about. It's not projection if there isn't somebody else that you're doing projection about. Do you know how that works? Projection. If you're expressing yourself introspectively, like you think about what you feel and you say your feelings that are you, it's not possible to be projecting. I think. Because I would have to be talking about somebody else or something else or whatever. For now it's just internal. Missing the struggle? No, you can't miss that. No. having a field with endless boundaries, or if you miss a struggle, you're done. You're not doing it right. At least in my field, it's hard. It's hard. You can struggle at the very top after doing the best stream of all time. You can be struggling really hard because you can always do better. You can always do more. Tomorrow you can do. You can think that you're gonna have to do better than you did yesterday. You can always do better. Let's say you're an investor, right? Yeah. Let's say you pulled today. You made like a fucking $1 million in a day, or doing some crazy trades. Pog championship, right? What if you got 2 mil today? Right? So whether you struggle or not is entirely on you, and you can be struggling even if you're like a billionaire. I don't think there's any financial ties to that feeling. Bro, somebody might be making $60,000 a year, right? Has a cool house and doesn't want more, has his bills paid, all chill, has his little family, does his thing, and there's no upper goals that he needs, and his job is very streamlined, right? So whenever you say, yo, people are fighting, people, it's like, oh, bro, this is the struggle, bro. Do you think this person is struggling? Does this person, in this reality, does that person think, would that person describe the reality as the struggle? They would not. But another person, it might be the hardcore struggle. Yes, it might be. Because they want to be like at the top of their company. They want to be doing something. They want to be promoted. They want to make more money. They have bigger goals. For them, that part of life right now is a struggle. I think it's relative. It cannot be, everybody can be struggling. But yes, there's a strong correlation between the high rent, high it kind of looked like a crab. I look at my fingers and it's almost like there's like a crab that was like walking on my screen. It was kind of cool. I feel like you could make like a drawing out of that, or like a doodle on a piece of paper, and it would look cool. Because the light is very bright and my background is very, very dark. And I put my hands like that, right? In front of my screen, in front of my eyes. And the perspective made my fingers look like they're crab legs. Like that. I think you could draw that and make it look cool. You can't see it? Are you not in the dark right now? Is your screen not bright? Do that right now. Put only the tip of your fingers going past your monitor in perspective. It's kind of cool. Whatever, bro. Oh, you don't see it? That's right. One more thing. Might be the end of the app segment, yeah. You need to move on from that person. Who are you talking about? It's not a bad thing, but you need to move on from that person. Who is this person? Who is this guy talking about? I'm as moved on as it gets, brother. It's a lot you want. It is what it is. I've taken measures that I'm good. Trust it. Climate change adaptations. That's a good one. That is a I've never heard that one before. I don't give a fuck him. No, okay, because it really is a blessing. You don't think it is, but I think it is a blessing to be able to say that you tried to be the bigger person and you tried everything possible to make something that you think is valuable work. That's like it is a blessing. And I'm not gonna allow myself to see things that way anymore. In terms of like, I'm not gonna gaslight myself anymore to think that like I could have done better or I could or like it's not. I'm assured at 100% that the root problem is not and will probably never be, or is that it will never be 100% in my combination, my combo of things. I'm not gonna cry. I do not care. And I've realized something. Being the bigger person doesn't always look like being the bigger person. And I think I'm trying to understand that. It's a little bit like the Dark Knight. You know when they say like, doing the actual good action, right? People won't see it that way, but that's just a reward. Is that you're doing the correct action. I know it sounds kind of cringe because it's the Batman, but I thought it was a pretty. I thought it was the only analogy I could find. You know, like the Batman does all the things to like save the people, whatever, but then they hate him and they're like chasing him, whatever, right? Because he understands like that it'll look bad, but that's what truly being the bigger person is. Even if it does look bad, you still do the thing that is good but looks bad. I do think that something can look bad, and I do think I definitely looked weak for a long time. I mean, I was weak. I'm not fair saying it these days. I was pretty weak. I don't think it came from a bad place, but it definitely was. Definitely a little bit of a pushover. Um, at times I would lose track of the bigger picture. And I would kind of like downplay the way things are. I'm almost like forgetting it. You know, somebody like, if somebody does something like 10 bad things, right? Right? I don't know what's it with my head sometimes. Sometimes I really like, you go through things and you do certain like, talk to somebody, and then it's like, you forget, like, you can't process this person is 10 bad things. You're just putting it down to like the last one. Oh, it's just one. You just, it's hard to like compute all at once. And it, just because of the scale, it's just odd. It might be cope, but I think looking back on it, I felt that way. You know? Like, I didn't really take the whole scale and just gonna really say, oh, this person is this. I just go like, oh, this is annoying that they did this or that. And you're like, okay, yeah, we could, guys, how do this? It's almost blindly and stupidly self-destructive how much of a problem solver I am. I hate problems. And I like to find solutions. And I get lost in like that like solution finding process. But can't solve somebody else's problem if they don't want to. Solve it. And that's true. It's their problem, right? Until it becomes yours. And I think I get that now. Chat, at the end of the day, you need to understand something, right? Yeah, intentions were dog shit and everything was a shit show, right? But at the end of the day, right? Me as the one that makes the decisions, whatever, right? I learned a lot in a lot of ways, and I become way wiser, and I think a lot. I think about way more, and I'm more intricate. And what was the cost? Can I be honest with you? Not that bad. Sorry, voice crack. Not that bad. By comparison, I've had way more expensive lessons in life. Way more. You're saying car, and that's not that's true now, but won't be true later. But regardless, by issue of magnitude, right? A car like that is worth a lot of money, right? But in the grand scheme of things, of what things are worth for me and whatever, it's a pretty small part in my reality, right? So in terms of cost per lesson, a lot of lessons for me in life were much more expensive. If you have $5,000 to your name, right, and somebody were you had your lesson, and the cost of that lesson is that somebody stole your PS5, right? That's 1/5 of everything you have. It's not even fucking. What can I speak? What I mean? Am I not making myself clear? Oh, I didn't explain myself last time. I think I love you making conclusions like you want to be putting. Listen, the shit with the cars and the cost of other shit, that shit was all like misinterpreted. I'll be more clear this time. The Tesla, unfortunately, they don't let you order the car without a license. Like you have to put your document in order to buy the car. Like I could legitimately not get it, unless unless I put her name on it. Deadass. I couldn't even put mine on it. At the time, it was so little, like total money, and we needed a car, so I just put a name on it. It's whatever. I'm not even. I have never lost sleep on it. Really couldn't give a fuck. I honestly. So the time it goes said, "Oh, dude, you gave the car." So before the cars were gonna be frozen legally, right? At the time, I didn't even know they were gonna be frozen. Her sister really needed it. And something that I did for like her sister is that I let him like take the car, but legally, title wise, it wasn't my name on it, so it didn't even matter. Does that make sense? It didn't matter. I just told him, sure, you can get it out of the garage. It's not like anything. It's not like something that I could have deliberately done something like down the line against. Like, it's not something I could have really done anything about. It's just life, you know. All the false claims were crazy. That shit, I don't even want to fucking. That's just insane. It depends, Dilly. Title, state per state titles and shit like that, and how it works and who paid for it and whatever. It's a kind of a shit show. I gotta be honest with you. It's like legal fucking. It's very complicated. Even though I paid for it, doesn't. Nice insight. Well, I learned from that. Now I have like a bunch of entities and a bunch of fucking bullshit and a bunch of whatever the fuck. So that was good. That was actually a good lesson. That was a fantastic lesson because now I'm protected for like a fuck ass incredible ton. After that, in like all parts of my life. So that's good. Something that normally you wouldn't have to learn as a lesson because you're just smart. But fuck. Losing a fucking an old, what was it, a Model 3? Whatever. So be it. Nah, this is why are you paying for legal defense though? That's not what happened, and that's not what's gonna happen either. Oof, absolutely fucking not. Are you kidding me? Fuck no. I would never. So was it last time? Oh hell no. You're bugging, and that's not that absolute editor just types and does shit that he wants. It's just titles. You guys just read titles. I would never do that. I think what I meant by that is that when you're right about something, you don't want to win by default because of some fucking technicality, right? If somebody says, oh, this, and it's not true, I don't want to win because of some fucking whatever, like, you want to win because it's wrong. Like, you're fucking wrong, flat out. Does that make sense? It's so simple. It's simple of a concept. All of that will probably be like clear down the line. I'm in the middle of finishing up some like illegal shit. Still? No, just opposite. No, it's good. Yo, I mean... shit. I mean, I had a bunch of fees and whatnot, right? I didn't want this. He's gonna pay for that. Like, hello? I didn't choose, want, or I want to be in any of those positions. I didn't want to. I did nothing to want that either. I'm not even want to take the fucking fall for it, brother. Something of us, not all of us are gonna experience. You know what, bro? I said this before. I'll say it again. This will sound fucking brain dead, okay? And I'm not even coping it, okay? Going to courts as an action, I thought it was pretty fun. I said it last time. I'll say it again. I said it all the time. It was cool, bro. I don't have to tell you. Bro, I got to get a suit tailored. I got to wear it. I got to look nice. I got to fucking go to the courthouse and shit like that, right? See what you do in the movies, how it works. Like, talk to like a top lawyer and understand like how law works, ask questions, like sponge a lot of information, understand the process, like give feedback, or like fucking I get a part of something that a lot of people don't give to, they don't get to live. It could have been another day at Twitch or at Kick. It could have been another day at whatever, right? But I was in court in like some movie shit. Shit went hard. Fucked away. Like, I enjoyed it. Could have fucked your life? No, I couldn't. It couldn't. Sorry. No chance. You're wrong. You think I was scared? I didn't even get close either. Well, you think a minute I was scared? I wasn't. I thought the public would be brain dead, which is the only reason why I was slightly even a little bit. I was like, there's something wild shit. That's the only reason. After that, I was like, it won't matter. I'm not even trying to flex. It's just kind of like, I wasn't nervous. I couldn't be. I had to be like fucking solid, you know? In those times, like, I didn't have time to like second guess or do this or that. I had to just fucking, I had to be ready, you know? What about was stressful? Just getting there on time. That's about it. That was the stressful part, was just getting there on time. Making sure that I woke up for it. What, depression and interrogation? Interrogation? Which one? I think I already talked about all this. This is all like old news and shit. Like way back when? Oh yeah. Oh, everybody knows about all this. I'm not. I don't want to re-bring it up because that makes people like, kind of think, what the fuck is he talking about? And people make like, if misconceptions were already like kind of debunked with time and information and whatever, I don't want to like re-put it out there. I don't want to talk about it a little bit. I don't know if it's ever gonna be released, but yeah, that wasn't stressful, bro. It was just ask questions about something and just answered. You know what's crazy? I've said this like I've said it before. I'll say it again. Okay. You know why it's so easy to answer questions that are asked to you when you live in reality. When you live in the physical realm of things that happen, things that exist, things that you can touch, things that you can say or hear, right? You can be asked a question. You don't have to be stressed out or lie or whatever the fuck. You don't have to be nervous or over. It's just what happened. It's not like that big of a fucking deal. I was asked to say the truth, and I said it. It was a Yappathon. You think that if I was lying, I wouldn't be and I would, bro. I went in there, okay. They had like a pad. They probably had like a bunch of questions. They had multiple pages of questions that they had, right? I went in there. I think they asked one question. I spoke. And then they were like, I think that's all of them. And then I was like, oh, and also, Yappathon. Because I live in the real world. After that, it was over. Speak too fast? Oh, in court? Yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't do that great, to be honest. But I was asked some fucking some mind-boggling question I didn't even understand, to be honest. So that doesn't really count. What? So I was on a stand. I think they asked me like about if I knew a lot about like laws or some shit like that, right? So there's already a preset that like I don't remember what it was. It's something like, oh, you don't know much about like some law shit or whatever, and I'm like, no, like I'm not a lawyer, no, like I don't. And then they asked me a question about fucking some extremely complex thing about like immigration laws for Canada, and I was like, what? Like, I honestly, I at the time I remember I held myself, and because I was like, what I want to answer right now, what I want to say is, isn't that your job to know that? Like, aren't you the lawyer that's questioning? Don't you know this shit? Fuck you asking me for? I didn't even know what to say. I answered as best as I could, but I didn't really understand. Like, yeah, my lawyers were incredibly good. There's something lawyers do called legal briefs, right? Maybe you've heard about the term legal briefs. which is pretty much like lawyer homeworks, right? They have to get all the stuff. It's like all the fucking. Isn't that, it's like finding like all the case laws and shit, and all the stuff, and then they discuss with like the other people on the opposite side, and then whatever. It's kind of I don't it's kind of hard to explain it. And precedents and shit. Yeah, I don't know. And when I saw that, I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys went absolutely fucking bonkers. That was the pack. It got smoked. What can I say? The pack definitely got smoked into that. What else? Hold on. Holy bruh. Hold on. Look at my Insta. That suit went hard. I think about it. Hold on. Dude. Holy. That went fucking bonkers. Are you kidding me, dude? Better than the first one. The hair's so yellow because of his filter, I think. Yeah, lowers were a little bit expensive, but not it wasn't that bad. I don't remember how much it was. It ended up not being that costly. It's expensive, but like it's not something that I'll lose sleep on. Like around, I think total. I hate seeing bills and shit. Right? I hate this. I hate to pay bills manually and have to talk about it and do it. So I just fucking at one point I just like, okay, give me the fucking portal. They give me the retainer portal or whatever, and I just fucking loaded it up like with the, like 50K or some shit. And I was like, just fucking do the lawyer thing and I'll do the fucking paying thing. Just fucking go on your way, bro. Aiden is broke. What happened with Aiden? I don't think he's broke. Aiden's doing pretty good. Why? My lord did really good though. I thought about buying him a new watch or a new car. Some shit. Yeah, I tip my lawyer, bro. I don't give a fuck. What else? That's about it. I don't even care about talking about all that. I really don't give a fuck. I think at the end of the day, I don't really choose what's content and what's not content. You know, like If I could have spoke about the entire ordeal from start to finish, I would have. I would have made it content. I would have deliberately made it content because like, well, if we're gonna do all this dog shit, right? Might as well fucking at least be able to have like a couple good rants out of it, or like a fucking like some footage or some shit. Like, at least if we're gonna do the fucking trouble of like flying and shit, do all this stupid garbage, like you think I did ask to have the whole thing streamed. I did. They didn't want that, which is completely reasonable. They gave me extremely valuable insight and reasons why not, and it made sense to me. Court stream, yeah, I want to have a court stream. I asked. I have asked. Oh shit, would have been on my channel. Hell no, are you kidding me, dude? Are you fucking with me, brother? Imagine it would have been, I would have, hell nah, dude. That would have been my broadcast. Fuck no. You know what's kind of difficult though? It's just kind of being neutral. I don't like that. I like to be energetic and passionate. I like to talk, and I'm usually smiling. Like in anything I'm doing, I don't care that much. If we're doing something, we're doing something, you know? And I'm usually pretty happy in general. And I like to just kind of be myself, you know? But in the realm of like law and shit, it's not like a great look, you know? Sometimes you gotta really tame yourself and just be neutral, you know? Which I personally dislike. I don't like that. It's kind of hard to do that. You know? Some people were not too fond of that. I'm going to sleep, yeah. That's about it, chat. Sitting still and it still gets boring. Yeah, it feels like all tied it up and shit. It's kind of annoying. Schedule's bad, but I'll be there later. Feels about the new girl. There's no new girl. I mean, I've seen some girls here and there, but I don't want anything, you know? I don't want to give like bad expectations, and people expect a lot. I don't even care saying it. I've seen a bunch. I'm not even lying. I've seen like, I think 5 total now. Oh, not here. Only like, I think 3 here. How? Just go out. You've been biking? I said this last time. I actually went on a fucking date that ended up biking at one point. Went bar hopping, and then it was kind of cold, and I was like, yo, let's just get some fucking bikes, dude. Like, I'm not trying to fucking walk for an hour. And we just fucking biked it, dude. Fucking sent it. Shit was hard. Hey, it was fucking dank. Oh, it was sick. Dude, Montreal, the city, like, it's gonna cool looking, especially when you're on a bike in like downtown. Yep. It's old, yep. All the lights and stuff, yep. You have a good day, YouTube, man. You know, I think no joke, I really needed that. I think in general. You know what? You know what? I didn't want the world to change for me and to see things differently because of like one bad incident or like a bad like person or like fallouts. I didn't want to see life like that or to have it changed. So it would, you know, I didn't have that in my head, right? I wanted to remain the same as I was before. And then I went on dates and shit like that, and I was able to see people and find people that aren't complete trash. Like, the bar was so low, expectation-wise, right? And it was like, people aren't like that. Like, people aren't like monsters, you know? And, you know, I knew this already, kind of re-solidify that concept. And that made me really happy to see that. Kind of makes you like hopeful, you know? Like, people aren't trash. Wasn't only one of them. There's a bunch of them. But it's not some flex or like trying to be petty or like trying to fucking like say whatever or some shit, make people mad or make. It's not like that. I wish you understood it. It's not. I'm just saying it because it matters to me. What kind of lesson I got out of it. And it's not just like one girl or like two girls, whatever. It's just like some of the more normies that don't know about streaming. You know? One guy like knew a little bit about it, another one knew a lot about it, and another one was like a streamer. You know? So like, it's a different type of people, and was it a guy? That's a guy? Oh, I didn't mean guy. Is it that? Oh shit. Guys, I'm not, that's not, I said one guy? It's one girl. You're so fucking dumb. You're just so fucking dumb. And it was cool. But one of them had a one of these girls had a fucking cold plunge. You ever done that before? I thought about this before. Dude. And like, we're like coming home from like the fucking club or some shit. Right? It's like a really like nice big house or some shit. And then I go outside, I'm like, yo, is that like ice water or some shit? And she's like, yeah, it's like a cold plunge, like I do sometimes. And I'm like, yo, can I like try it? And then I jump into this like big tub, and dude, I thought I fucking died, dude. Brother. I thought my fucking Soul left my body for like a second. And then, it was very little amount of time that it took. Like 15 seconds. And then it started transitioning from like cold to neutral, where I didn't feel that cold. And then it felt like I had like a coat on my skin that was like maybe not numb. I felt like I had a coat above me, and whatever was under the coat was slightly warm. And it just felt like my whole body was slightly warm. If I just let my mind process it that way. It felt more mental than physical. Because that layer would disappear if I stopped thinking properly. Like as soon as I thought about other shit, right? I was like, fuck me, this is so bad. But after that 15 seconds or whatever, once I really like just let my thoughts just almost like stop and just kind of chill, bro, I was fine. After that, I was in there for like a minute, and I was like, I can get out anytime. I could stay here or get out. It doesn't really matter anymore. I just got out because I wanted to. I think people said not to do it for too long. That was cool. I enjoyed that. What's the point of this convo? I don't know. I'm just gonna end. Dude, I don't give a fuck, man. Dude, I do this all the time. I love going on dates. It's fun. I do shit that I never do. I do shit I never do by myself. I never do with guys. I get to do a bunch of shit that I wouldn't normally get to do. But with guys, yeah. Like, if you go on a date with a girl, I'm saying I'm doing things that you wouldn't really normally do if you're, like, gonna go hang out with the guys. Like more like girly activities as a root thought. Like I went at some fucking board game like spot or like bar or some shit. That was sick. I enjoyed that. Why, you guys don't like those? Those go fucking hard. Yeah. Rooftop bars. Yeah, I also went on a date on another one. Well, I told you guys last time. It's like some place in LA, and they renovated like 3 or 4 floors in a skyscraper, all like 4 floors entirely. And every floor has a bunch of like really high-end restaurants, like like super high-end like dining. And it's a little bit like an office space. No, not the one above. I went there too. No, it's way nicer than that. This is really new, and it's like in between one place and the other place, it's just one door, or like a small corridor, and they have it like it's all like kind of artsy a little bit, where like some of them is like you push a bookshelf and it opens up and you go into a tunnel, and then you're into like the next like dining spot, and then another one, and there's like a bunch like that, and there's 4 floors of it, or 3 floors. It's really sick. That was cool as fuck. One of them was a fucking Dude, hot pot. Dude, I had hot pot for the first time. That shit was so hard. Bro, a hot pot is so heavy. I love that shit. Bro, at the end, dude, I was drinking the broth like flat out because it was too good. It tastes like a bunch of stuff, you know? Bro, I was slipping the broth flat out. So good. La Korean is in some place. Bro, when I went, none of the places were open. It was only for like journalists and stuff for them to give reviews on the spot before they actually open it. I don't know if it's open right now. Maybe if one of you guys know about this place, I would be incredibly surprised. One of the spots that where the hot pot is at, they have like a piano that's in the upper left of the room, and it's floating midair. And the whole room, it's just the strings of the piano that are expanding on the ceiling. So it's a flying piano, right? And the strings of the piano are just expanding across the entire fucking room. And they said that when they actually have somebody that's gonna like an artist to actually play it, they can actually go on the piano. It's made to be played. I thought that was fucking sick. It's all stuff like that. And there's a club, and the club is like some like made up church, right? And where the fucking I told you this last time, like you know when there's like the preacher or whatever, right? It normally does his prayer thing or some shit. It's a DJ booth, right? And then in the fucking like church stuff, okay, there's like a really like 6-foot ceiling where the barmaids and the barmans like serve people drinks, and it's only 6 foot because above them there's a fucking wrestling ring, right? A full-on wrestling fucking like mat and shit above them, right? Like an actual real one. And the whole thing is on like big fucking like hydraulics, and they can lift and go further up in the air. Dude, like the whole wrestling thing can lift further up on the ground. That's insane. I can't. That shit's just fucking so dumb. Shit. One of the floors is like on the outside, outdoors, and there's pools, and it's a whole like, well, they serve drinks like a massive like flower looking thing, right? And the whole thing like, is supposed to spin. The whole fucking bar like spins, dude. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not even yapping. That shit was crazy. Everything was crazy over there. It's like a fever dream, really. Like Bro, I'm not even making it up, I swear. It's true. Anyway, I got to do all that. That was really fun. Oh, wait, I think this guy actually knows the place. Hold on. Hold on. Is that it? No shot. No, that's not it. Hold on, is this it? Bro, this actually might be it. Hold on. Maybe. Can't tell. Okay, I gotta go to bed, chat. I guess I'm so tired. Yeah, chat. See you later. See you later. Yeah, I Yappathon. I yapped. Next time I'll start the offline channel. And the Yappathon if you want.